Hi Bobby, hi Chris. So this is the video that's going to take you all the way to number one. This is my facility, just half of the room actually. So here's the deal. I want to first come up with some kind of a warm-up. We're going to go over either a rope, elliptical, or treadmill and some different modalities to really increase intercore temperature and really get your body at a temperature where you're not going to get injured during the workout. But here it is. Listen, you guys are warriors, you're rock stars, you're legends. I want you to work out like there's urgency, because when we're focused on what we want to do, things start to slot perfectly in place. So, Chris, Bobby, focus on what you want, not what you don't. We'll be right back. Bobby, Chris, part of the cardiovascular activity is right now I'm walking forward on a treadmill, sagittal plane, 1 foot in front of the other. I have the incline on a 6% grade. I have the speed on 2.0. Now, if you've never done this before, you're going to have to practice. I step on the sides. I turn around. Okay? 1 foot back. Long strides. If you do this, you're not going to make it. If you hold on, you're going to rip your shoulders forward. I'm being serious. I've seen it happen. I just want you to hold on lightly and dig the tread and throw it out from underneath you. Long strides. You don't need your hands. Just get used to this. Practice this. This is a proprioceptive environment. You're going to burn a third more calories backward walking on a 6% grade, plus there's a small little muscle in your knee called the VMO. It's the teardrop muscle. That muscle is the rotator cuff of the knee, like the rotator cuff in the shoulder. So it's going to maintain congruency as you walk back. Okay? It's also going to tighten density and increase the musculature in your quadriceps as well, and give you that nice definition look in your legs. So you want to walk backwards as a warm-up as well, or do all three. But the bottom line is 8-minute warm-up before every single workout. All right, you're going to know, so we're going to segment this a little bit, Chris and Bobby. Right now, I'm on an elliptical. Very simple. I'm sure you've done it a million times. Once you get on, you hit quick start, immediately hit your resistance. Try to, if we come around here a little bit, Shane, try to come over here and get your strides per minute on the elliptical. I want to try to keep it over 140. Right now I'm on 158, 154. I want you to warm up a good 6 to 8 minutes before every single workout. The ramp is standard. It's at 10. It's going to stay at 10. So we're going to have to choose. Listen, here's what you're going to see in the fitness center. All this bouncing or leaning. Steady cam. Nothing moves. So there is no bouncing when I'm doing this particular exercise. So guys, listen. Pick a warm-up, something that's going to increase intercore temperature. If it's not the elliptical, it's rope. If you can't, just off the toes. Notice my knees don't bend. So I'm going to show you that from the side. This is what it looks like. Okay? Here's what people do. Okay, we don't want to do that. So from the side. Stop. 10, 15, 20. Deep breath. Feel good? Now I'm showing you this, if you know how to jump rope, I'm showing you this because I would love for Bobby, not Chris. Not in the beginning, Chris, we'll get into your workout later. I would love for you, Bobby, to do some jump rope between every single triplet. You're going to see what a triplet is in a minute because we're going to be designing your workout. We'll be right back. Bobby, as soon as you warm up, the first exercise, we call these triplets. Think of little modules, little menus. Okay, so this is more of like the appetizer, first course. There's benches in your gym. There's also small plates. This happens to be a 25-pound plate. I don't know how tall you are. I think you did tell me in the email, but I'm going to put this down here as my first surface. That might be my first surface. If I don't want to use the plate, they might have steps in the gym. So I'll put the step down. What I'm trying to do, Bobby, is limit your range of motion so you don't have to sit down so deeply. Okay? If you don't have steps, Not sure if you have Ocean State job lots or BJ's or Sam Clubs or Costco's. This is a yoga block. Any sports place. I bought this for $3.99. So you could buy a couple of these, put them on the edge of the bench. They're very lightweight, you just carry them in your gym bag. So let's say I'm going to use the yoga block. 2 pounds, 2 sets of dumbbells, 12 pounds. Here's the position. Shoulder blades back. That's a lock-in position, okay? Instead of rounded shoulders, shoulder blades back. That locks it into place. I want you to get in your squat stance. So what you do is you put your feet on the edge of the bench, get as close as you can to the bench. When you look down to measure this, your hip, don't go wider than your hips. Okay, stay right underneath your hips. So from the side, when you squat, you lead with the hip. Tap and up. This is incorrect. People lead with the knees. They lead with the knees. Down and back. Hip. Pause. Stand. Sit squat. 2, 3, 4. Now watch when I come up. I lead with my chest. Down. Chest high. Versus leaning forward and rounding your shoulder blade back. Stay strong. Hey Bobby, isn't it like we're holding a wheelbarrow? See, we're holding a wheelbarrow, walking, right? Hey Bobby, like I said, down slow. 1, 2, you're going to do a total of 15. As soon as you finish 15, turn, put the dumbbells on the bench. Second exercise. Anywhere on the floor, Bobby. A clean part of the floor, of course. Absolutely no rest. You're down to a bridge position. Your feet are 90 degrees. Don't have them too far out. Don't have them too wide. Right directly in line with your hips. So your heel is almost in line with the hip. Hands along the ground. Go right up into a bridge. Do 10 reps. Now you have an option. Slow. I am pressing through my ankles. Watch my feet, Bobby. Do not lift your heels. Do not lift your toes. Press through the ankle itself. Here's your options. Light dumbbell, right in the hip area. You're going to add a little load to this. I want you to do 12. You don't want to use a dumbbell? That's fine. Maybe there's a bar, a body bar that you can find in the aerobic room, or some type of a weight bar. A small, straight, 30-pound bar. You hold the bar, hips up, hips up. This is going to work your glutes, your hamstrings, your hip, and it's going to give you the strength in your low back. 12 reps. From there, if you're alone, very carefully turn to the side, let the weight go, or lift it, have someone with you, roll to the side, come on up, go over to the cable machine. This is your third exercise of a triplet. You've seen these machines. Okay, the arms swing out, the arms come up. The pulley needs to be in line with your belt or your belly button. Let's say your belly button. So I'm going to bring these down, turn them in all the way. I want these pulleys as close as possible. Okay, as close as possible. Right now you would have been finished your set. I'm teaching. Okay, there's your weight stack. Grab your 2 hand grips. Pull them out, walk away from the machine. Don't go too close. Do you remember that sit squat we did over there, Bobby? You're going to go into your squat. You're not going to let your shoulders be pulled forward. You're going to maintain that strong posture because you are a princess warrior. And you're going to pull right in. Squat, pull, squat, pull. Now don't go too deep in your squat. Active range of motion. I don't need to go down here. Right here. So there's water running down your thigh. That's where you're going to stop. So it's pull. You only pull in your strong position. This is my strong position. Never pull on the way down. That's your weak position. You're doing 12 repetitions. 11, 12. So, 3 exercises. We started with the sit squat. We went over to the bridge. And then we went to the squat pull. Bobby, this isn't a perfect world. There's not too many people in the gym. It doesn't matter if you have to run across the gym from your bridge area and do this. Okay, 3 exercises. 1, 2, 3. There is no rest. Urgency. Now, follow me. After your 3rd set, we're going to do an active rest. 2 that look a little like your bridge. Here's your bench. You're still in the same area. I want you to have head and shoulder blade support on the bridge. My feet are directly under my knees. Here's my pivot point on the bench. I can put my hands here to give you more support. I come up into that perfect tabletop position. Watch my head, Bobby. It goes along. This is incorrect. Let your head go along with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. As high as you can, all the way. Let's say you did 10 to 12. Coming out, very simple. Hey, maybe you have that yoga block on the ground here, so that when you come down, okay, your battissimo hits that pad, really nice. Turn to the side. You go right into this exercise. You lay on the bench, long ways. Don't be afraid of this. Here's the key. Do not let your head fall. Do not let your chest open. Stay tight, just like you're doing a crunch. We're not doing crunches. Get that out of your head. No crunch. Hold this tight. Hold this tight. Start to scoot back a little bit till your shoulder blades fall off the edge. Your body wants to do this. Okay, you're not going to let it happen. Bring your heels close to you. Keep your feet heavy. And do 1 forward flex motion and hold. Look at my chin. Make believe I have a tennis ball under here. I can't let the tennis ball go. I can't squeeze into it. Hold that position. Lift 1 leg. 10 seconds. Drop. 10 seconds. Drop. Watch this, Bobby. Come out to a T position. Right now you hate me. Right now you hate me. Hold this position. Hold this position. Hold this position. Use your body momentum. Sit right up. That is 1 set. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Bobby, you just saw a series of 3 exercises. And then I ended up over here, on the bench. And I did that last exercise where it's called the dead bug, where I scooted away from the bench, my shoulder blades off the bench to have opposing forces. My abdomen had no choice but to contract and hold. So I was strengthening the abdomen area, the low back area. As I did that, then I got up. And I said, that was 1 set. What I mean by that is, you're going to do that 3 times, okay? So let's say you set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we did the hip thrust in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just rewind this and look at the exercises I did, and I said that was 1 set. All those exercises go around 3 times. 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3. When you're done with that, obviously, I hope you're carrying this around as a travel companion. Okay, so the bottom line is you're drinking as much water as possible. Catch your breath, get your wind back, and get ready for the next series, which is exactly over here. 2 dumbbells. Now you're going to have to pick the dumbbells. I don't know your strength, but the bottom line is you're going to pick 2 dumbbells. Any 2 dumbbells. I have 12 pounds here. And all you're going to do is get in that squat position. And you're just going to go through your squats. You're going to come down and stand. Now when you stand, watch what I do with my shoulder blades. Draw them back. 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 You're going to see why this is so important on the next exercise. Draw them back. Draw them back. How many are you doing? About 20. Put those dumbbells down and go right into the squat again. Look at my hands. They come down just like here. Okay? Hands on my chin. I'm just showing you the position. Up, arms back. From the front. Down. Range limiter. Water's running down my thigh, isn't it? Back. Back. This is the position. As fast as you can go, under control, no pain. But guess what? You're getting pain down here. So limit your range a little bit. Maybe it'll look like this. Okay? Once you get that down, and we're still over there now, stay with me. You're going through these reps. Watch my feet. Did you see that little jump? Hardly, didn't you? Hardly. Literally coming off the ground, about a half an inch to an inch. When I land, it's flat-footed. My foot needs to land flat. The first thing I'm thinking about is when I land in this what's called a jump squat, first thing I'm thinking about is heels down. Heels down. Heels down. Don't land on your toes. If your heel lifts, you will hurt your knee. Okay? So, we go into our squats with the dumbbells. We drop our dumbbells down. We come right back to the same position. And we do those little jump squats. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Relax. You're slow-winded. You're feeling your heart rate in your neck. What does that mean? Slow down. Catch your breath. I'm pretending that I'm winded. Slow down. Catch your breath. You have 2 dumbbells on a bench, wherever it's set up in the gym. I pick 15 pounds this time. This is not a burpee. Okay, we don't do any burps. Here's what we're going to do. Look at the hand position on the bench. If I put my hand on the bench this way, you're going to kill your wrist. Go right to the edge so my hands are pretty straight. I'm grabbing the bench, not out here, right here. Putting my feet up in front of me. 1, 2. Grab the dumbbell. Lift. Drop the dumbbell. Look at my back, Bobby. Not this. Don't bend over. Flex from the hip. From the hip. It's not the exercise. I'm showing you how to bend and put the weights back and pick the weights up. Put the weights back. Pick the weights up. How's that go? I pick up, I put down. That commercial for Planet Fitness. All right. 1 press, elbows into the body. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, press. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, press. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, press. 1, 2, grab. Chest high, shoulder blades back. Drop. Hand, hand, foot, foot, press. Foot, foot, hand, up. And once she sees you that we're trying to sleep, she'll go ready to sleep. You get the ability to rest the arms in the tricep press, which is here. As you come back to your upright posture, strong position, lift into your limited deadlift. Here, 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 press. That's your second series. The dumbbell squats, the jump squats is 2. This is 3. What do you think you do next? Well, if you have a jump rope, you're going to do 20 jumps. All right? Maybe you don't have a jump rope, but you need to do some cardiovascular activity. So maybe you're just going to run in place and pretend you have a jump rope. Okay? Maybe you're going to jump on the elliptical real quick. And you're going to set it. Quick start. Resistance. Okay? But in a perfect world, the elliptical's not on the gym floor, is it? So we're going to have to figure something out. So maybe you're just going to run on a step, on a plate, anything. Okay? Up and down on anything. Could be a mat. You're resting. This is called an active rest. That's all it is. It's an active rest. Maybe you're just jumping. You're just standing there. People asking you questions. Why are you doing it? Because I'm going to win the challenge. Number 1. Bobby, here's our options. If they have bars like this in the gym, something straight, it could be a lat pull bar where it comes down and has a small angle to it as well, but you need a longer bar. The short bars you see that end up about right here where these blue lines are, that's a marker that you see people doing tricep extension on. It's going to be a little too narrow for you for this next exercise, so you do need a longer bar. So find something like that. Every gym in America has this old-fashioned cable machine. This is where it all originated from, the weight stack cable machine. There are little newer versions, but you're going to hook up the straighter bar on the top pulley and a single hand grip on the other side. We have a set of dumbbells here on the floor. 15 pounds. You might use 10, 12. If you recall, rewind a minute. The exercises you saw, the jump squat, the squat, and those other exercises, remember, you're going around 3 times on that one. Okay, 3 times. Those are modules. Think of them as little bite-sized menus. I'm showing you different modalities. This is your whole workout. This is one day, so don't get overwhelmed. This is what it takes to be a champion, to be a warrior, to be a legend. This is what you are. This is what you're going to become. Okay, you're going to form a habit, create a habit. Okay, being determined is cool, being motivated is cool, but if you could form a habit and do this on a regular basis and really focus in on the goal, what you're trying to accomplish, you could achieve anything. So here's what we're going to do. I set a weight. Let's not worry about weights. You have to find a weight that you're doing 12 to 15 repetitions of everything, and around repetition 12 out of 15, it's getting pretty difficult, but you don't have to sacrifice form. So when you're standing here with the high pulley, and you take it in your hand, and you stagger your stance, okay? The arm in motion, that leg back. You're standing tall, strong. This is a strong posture. This is not. Strong posture, you're ready. The weights are not hitting. Back off just a little bit, and you're pulling straight in. So your forearm, if I had a Sharpie, a marker, and I drew a straight line, look at the load. Look at the load line. It's all one straight line, all the way up. So the hand does not come down. You'll see this in the gym. You'll see this, because it'll elevate. You'll see this. Okay, just stay straight in, like a bow and arrow, okay? Pulling it straight back. You get that idea? You're standing here and you're doing 12 repetitions. Slow and strict. Pull, pause. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, pause. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, pause. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, pause. 12, 15 reps. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Switch. Okay, finesse. Hold. Same thing. 12 to 15 repetitions. So 12 to 15 on each side. As soon as you hit 15, slowly drop. Turn to the other side. Grab it fairly wide. How is wide? This is how you're going to grab. This is you in this position with your arms straight out. Okay? I want you right there. Okay? This is you. I want you right there. So you can take it wide. Walk it away. Have water run down your arms. Look at the body position. Bobby, have you ever golfed before? If you play golf or if you play tennis, that athletic, ready position, strong and stable position. I have the tennis racket in my hand, I'm waiting. I have the golf club in my hand. Okay, that position, that's the position you want to be in here. Nothing moves. Where you start is where you stay. You're going to draw the bar all the way down to your quads. Literally. Hold. Slow. Hold. Hold. Slow. Hold. Hold. Now listen. You have a couple options here. If you have a long white rope like this, hook it to that top pulley in replace of the straight bar. Do the same exercise. This gives you the mechanical ability to draw shoulder blades back so that you can increase your range of motion and put more emphasis. This is a straight arm row, Bobby. In case you're wondering what we're working, this is for your back. This is just like doing a row, only you're doing it in a straight arm fashion. It's the same exact motion, same set of muscles. Now, if they don't have the white rope, You've seen these in the gym. This connector is usually on top, and people do tricep with this. Just take the connector and slide it down to the end. And take two. Just don't do it on a Monday night at 5 o'clock. People might be pissed. Just take two and hook them up. One here, one here. So now you have 2 ropes in your hand, okay? And you have 2, and you can go back. Okay? That'll give you the length you need. Okay, so to go over that again, single arm row, turn, straight pull. Okay, then you can just step this way, carefully grab the dumbbells, stand, feet very close together. I'm doing this because I do not want you to have a stable base doing bicep curls. Your goal isn't bicep curls, but we do want to increase density and tightness in the arm as well. Elbow flexion is a very important exercise. Not a great exercise to burn calories, but we still want to make sure we cover every muscle to get strong so it has carryover to everything that you do in life as well. So we're going to stay with our feet close together, our knees close together, and we're going to do bicep curls to finish off. When you're doing the curls, you noticed, I'd like to keep your palms up all the time. A lot of people, the only reason why we turn the dumbbells is because they're long. There's no science behind it. People didn't hold the dumbbells like this all the way down because they would hit us, because people hold their arms in. So we started to turn the dumbbells so they could come by our sides. There was no science behind that. So turning the dumbbells and keeping them up all the time would be better for the goal of elbow flexion, for emphasis in the bicep, than turning them. If you can, Bobbi, I'd love for you to do a couple like this. Holding a level of tension. Holding the level of tension, you don't have to turn. I'm just showing you the exercise. Holding the level of tension as you do the exercise. Okay, there's no rest. You come down, couple wrist curls, you're standing there. You're just standing. You're still resting, you're catching your breath, you're doing some wrist curls, tighten up your forearms a little bit as well. Okay, then you're a little fatigued because you did regular bicep curls just now, and then you try to do a few like this, holding that level of tension, your feet are together, you're engaging the core to hold that body posture, and then you decided you're a little fatigued after the wrist curl, so you're just going to do some single arms. My left gets to rest. My right gets to rest. A couple singles arms. I don't care if you do 4, if you do 10. Do not count here, Bobbi. Go to fatigue. You're just standing there. Just go to fatigue. You're still burning a boatload of calories. When you're done, be very careful when you put these down, chest high, walk away. 2 active rests. What would you do now? Cardiovascular activity. You're jumping. You're running in place. You're doing a step up. Guess what? Maybe you're doing a jump squat. See, there's no rhyme and reason here. You got to stay moving. You have to stay moving. If your goal is weight loss, if it's fat loss, if it's to change the shape of your body, not be skinny fat down 2 dress sizes. It's more about down 2 dress sizes and being rock hard. If that's the look you're looking for, you got to keep this moving. Bobbi, this next set of triplets, 3 modalities. You're going to go around 3 times. We're going to go back to the multi-joint movement. I love this movement. It's called a squat pull. I'm here in my squat position. The pulley's in front of me, in line with my belly button. I'm going to just squat. Now look, I'm not letting my arm come forward. I'm not letting it pull me to the balls of my feet. I'm staying strong and stable. Squat pull. But we're going to do a single arm. Last time, if you look back in the series of these exercises, you'll see that we were doing 2 at the same time. Now we're doing a single or bilateral movement. It's non-stop. 10, switch, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Another 10, another 10, another 10, another 10. A total 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 repetitions. You put that down, there is no rest. Catching your breath. Maybe you're getting a drink of water. You're going to come over here on a high pulley machine. Maybe you're at the cable machine again. You can figure this out based on the environment. You know where your equipment is at your gym. The ropes, hopefully you have the long one. If not, you have the black ones that you put 2 blacks hanging because you want something long. Chris, you could go to Home Depot and you could buy a hook and a long rope. And you could actually just get a rope, tie knots in it, and make it long and bring it to the gym with you. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Bobby, I don't know if you've ever done a step back lunge. You've seen them in my videos. You step back, your foot is just a kickstand. Okay? 80% of the weight is in the front foot, loaded through the ankle, not the balls of the feet, not the heel. If a trainer says to you, load your heels, do not load your heels. Stay flat-footed, step forward. Back, forward. Back, forward. So here's what we're going to do. If you've mastered the lunge, we're going to do it. If you have not mastered the lunge, we're going to just stick with the basic squat. 10 reps. Here's what it looks like. You're standing in front of the cable machine. You're going to do a step back lunge, same side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Grab the ropes. Tricep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15 on the tricep. Gives me a chance to rest my legs, doesn't it? But I keep moving. 1, 2, 10 on that side, 10 on the other side. Back to the tricep. 3 times. Step back lunge, tricep. 3 times. This is where it gets a little crazy. And you went around here 60 reps, didn't you? Now you need an active rest. Follow me. You said your gym had ropes. Battling ropes. Bobby, this is for you, and Chris, you as well. I have water on my hands. I'm shaking the water off my hands. I'm not using my shoulders. I'm not using my arms to shake the water off my hands. I'm using my wrist, my lower arm. This is what it has to look like. Looks a little weird, but you'll understand. Here's what I do not want you to do. Focus on what you want, not what you don't have. You don't have arms. This is wrong. This is incorrect. 9 times out of 10, you're going to see that. Remember when we were kids, we had the garden hose? We used to make that little continuous wave with the garden hose? Really pissed my dad off. But here we go. Continuous wave. Single arm. Not too much motion from the shoulders. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Walk forward. Catch your breath. Perceived rate of exertion. How do you feel? How winded are you on a scale of 1 to 10? 9. Slow down. Lay down. Get a drink. Sit down. Get your heart rate to recover. That could be 15 seconds. That could be a minute and a half. You will build up to this. 30 days from now, you're going to be laughing at that 10 seconds. How easy it's going to be. Second modality, when you finish the drum roll, let's call it. When you finish the drum roll, I want you to do them together. Shake the water. Look at the continuous wave. Follow the rope down for me, Shane. Now, Bobby and Chris, because you're going to be doing this too, Chris. If you can't get a continuous wave going all the way down, take a dumbbell and shorten the rope. This way, your anchor point is about 1.5 feet to, actually it's about 3 feet shorter. So you have a shorter rope. It's a lot easier. You're going to do a total of 50 seconds as your active rest when you come off the squat pull, step back lunge, tricep extension. Remember to do that 3 times. Rewind to know what you do 3 times. You come right over here. You do the rope. 10 seconds, rest. 10 seconds, rest. 5 times, okay? When you're done with that, because you're flexed forward, spinal flexion. Remember, shake the water off your hands. None of this. Go right to the bench. Remember that grip, Bobby? Wide base of support. If your feet are like this, it's gonna be a lot difficult. Just much more difficult. Hold it here. Look at my wrist underneath my shoulder. This is incorrect. Walk forward. I'm gonna do that again. This is incorrect. Walk forward. Hold this position. Wide base. Bobby, try this. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can't do that, 1, 2. 1, 2. Feet a little closer together. 1, 2. 1, 2. Bobby, throw this in. You were great at the tricep extension. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. Up, up, and stand. That's the end of your workout. Let's call that a Monday workout. We'll be right back. Bobby, here we are. I'm on a treadmill. So you just saw the entire workout. You're going to put it together. We're going to talk. Obviously, it doesn't end here. We have to communicate on this. You're going to have a little couple questions on this. I'll have a copy of the video. You'll have a copy of the video. I'm on the treadmill now because that last exercise you just saw, I need you to do 30 minutes of cardiovascular activity. How are you going to do it? I never asked you if you're a runner, but maybe you're going to run about 100 paces. Slow it down. Walk. Maybe you're really good at walking backwards. Maybe just flip around, you walk backwards. You walk forward. Or you walk forward, step, 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 walk backwards. Step, 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 walk forwards. Okay, listen, maybe your arsenal, your tools are going to be the elliptical at the gym. Remember, when you do the elliptical, none of this. None of this. You see this every day. Steady cam, no hands. Maybe decide to go backwards. Nothing moves. When you're doing your cardiovascular activity, every so often, let's say you're doing it for a half hour, let's say every 5 minutes, you bring the resistance up another 3 or 4 levels and go as fast as you can. Maybe you need one hand for that. Okay. You're great at jumping rope. Listen, does it have to be treadmill, elliptical? No. 10 minutes of treadmill, 10 minutes of elliptical, 100 jumps, stop. 100 jumps, stop. Okay? So there's all these different modalities. Maybe there's battling ropes in that same room where the cardiovascular activity is. So maybe you go 10 minutes here, 10 minutes treadmill, do some more rope. At night, after dinner, you guys take a walk, okay? 15 minutes out, okay, urgency. There's an emergency. You have to get to your goal as quickly as possible. 15 minutes out, 15 minutes back. Maybe in the morning before breakfast, 10 minutes out, 10 minutes back. It makes the world of difference. Stay in touch. Bobby, this is for you. And Chris, you're up next. You're on deck. We'll see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.